So, this is why you should never break promises to yourself. This happened to be the most important promise I think I've ever made. So what it was September 3rd, right? 2023, so almost 2 years ago now. And I had to wake up early for a marathon of sorts. Basically, what we had to do is we had to wake up at 7:30, bike all the way down here to this lake, and then arrive at 8 o'clock sharp. So I did that with a few difficulties, but I ended up making it. And then the first thing we had to do was swim. We had to swim for 400 meters. We had to swim along this dock right here. We had to swim along it all the way up and then all the way back. So it's actually like 400 meters or 800 meters. Anyway, so we had to start off by doing that. And by the way, it's extremely cold. So you're already fucking freezing. You're already hating life. Made it back. I was the first one back because I thought, you know what, this is going to be easy. This is going to take me max 30-40 minutes to complete. Me and my big mouth. So I ended up finishing first, exerting a lot of energy, put on my pants, my track pants, and started biking. We had to bike 9 laps. So we had to swim 800 meters. We had to bike 9 laps around this entire fucking thing, which I'll show you more of later. But this entire thing, it's huge. I completely underestimated the challenge. Anyway, 9 laps around this lake, and then we had to run twice around the lake. That was going to be the whole triathlon. So, I ended up being, I was followed, right? I was followed by a guy. This guy has been training for this for like weeks. So, I ended up coming first out of the water. I grabbed my bike and I just start taking off. And I make it to the first lap in first place. All of a sudden, this guy who's right behind me starts speeding up in front of me. So now I'm second place, okay? And I'm completely exhausted. My legs are burning. My shorts are wet. It's just painful. So I end up lapping around second place. Everything's going well. I do a third time, a fourth time, a fifth time. And by the 6th lap, another guy ends up taking my place. So now I'm in third. I'm thinking, you know what? These two guys, they're very skilled, okay? These guys are very proficient at marathons. They have endurance like none other. So I'm happy to finish third. I'll finish third. I won't finish fourth. I won't finish fifth. I won't finish sixth. But I'll finish third, okay? Because third, I'll be proud of myself if I finish third. So what ends up happening is another guy ends up taking my place. So now I'm in 4th place. And I'm thinking, you know what? Fuck, okay, because I really wanted to end third, and I didn't. I was 4th. So I was like, either I got to pull something out of my ass, or I'm going to end up 4th. So I'm completely exhausted by this point. I think I've made it around 9 laps. So now I'm done with the biking, which was stupid hard. I can't put it into words how exhausted I was after these 9 laps. It was just excruciating. That's after an hour of biking, so I'm already cooked. You know, my mind's, you know, what's it called? Scrambled. It's scrambled completely because I'm like, well, this isn't as easy as I thought. So anyway, I end up running, and I made the very ill mistake of grabbing food. I ended up grabbing a corny bar on my first lap running. So that was a huge mistake because that ended up slowing me down like crazy. I ate it, and I was sick afterwards. I could not continue running. So I slowed down so much, in fact, that the fourth guy ends up taking my place. So now I'm in 5th place. I'm thinking, this is terrible. So I just start running, and I end up right behind him. I'm like, I gotta keep this pace going. I'm exhausted, and I do not want to continue. I can't continue, but I keep on going. It's the last lap, I believe. And this guy is just, you know, he's caught up to me. So I end up staying behind him and for a good while. And then I just, when he stops, that's when I sprint. That's when I start really going. So I'm staying behind him, keeping my pace, and then he stops and I just take off. So after my blunder, which was eating that fucking corny bar, I realized, you know what, this kind of sucks, okay? I'm gonna end up 4th place, not getting up 3rd, which really sucked because of something I really wanted to do. because I made a promise to myself. I made this promise to myself. So, miraculously, and this is where it gets really interesting. Miraculously, after I made my lap, I found out that the guy in third place had walked. He had walked like for a long time, so I ended up catching up to him. And around the end point, I think there's like 10% more to go. So around the end point, I notice this guy, and he notices us, and he just starts booking it. I'm like, no, wait, dude, relax. I have something I want to give you, you know. So I'm telling him to slow down, to stop. He complies like a dumbass, and I tell him, do you want this corny bar? Because I knew that this corny bar would slow him down, and then I'd be able to get the lead. So I'm already completely exhausted. I do not want to run anymore. But I tell this guy, take this corny bar. He declines, and I leave it on the bench for the fifth guy, because at this point I've already, you know, beaten him. I'm already ahead of this guy. So I leave it for the fifth guy. The fifth guy takes it, and the guy in third, he waits for the fifth guy to take it. He stops and looks at him eating it. So now I realize this is my chance. So I start booking it up the mountain, up the hill. It's excruciating. It's so painful. It is so painful. However, I end up making it there. These guys are right behind me, and I end up finishing third. So after all that struggle, after all that pain of me not thinking, you know what, I'm not gonna fucking make it third, I end up making it third. So just know that when you feel completely exhausted, like completely exhausted, you're not fucking exhausted, okay? You can still go, you can still achieve whatever it is you set in front of you. I really proved this to myself back in September of 2023, you know? I think I'm gonna do a lap just to show you guys how treacherous this place actually is. And then, then you guys get a sense, no perspective of what I had to fucking go through, because 9 laps, that beats the shit out of you. I mean, it really does. I mean, you're exhausted after the first 3. You got 6 more to go, so. Anyway, let's go. Let me show you guys how painful this was. So this is the route. This is the trail. Now biking this isn't exactly the most difficult thing. I mean, it is when you're doing it 9 times, but you know, it is not as difficult as running it. I think running it was the second. I mean, those 9 laps, of course, they were the hardest, but you know, you kind of get to chill. So I think, yeah, this is it's like getting flashbacks here, dude. Walking this trail once again. I haven't been at this place since the marathon, so yeah, it's kind of crazy. I don't recall I don't remember if we were supposed to go up there. I don't think we did. I think we just took this route next to the water here. But yeah, so you have to do this 9 times. Jesus Christ. We're not even 10% of the way, and we're still going. And you have to run, and it's cold, and it's, you know, just imagine yourself doing this, okay? Imagine yourself waking up at 7:30, okay? You're tired, you're hungover, you don't really want to get up. You get up anyway, then you get onto your bike. Get on your bike. You bike 30 minutes to the location. You make it, and then immediately you have to go for a swim. So you go for a fucking swim. It hurts, it's, you know, painful, it's torturous. And then after you've done the swim, you gotta get immediately on your bike and just start fucking biking, okay? It ain't. This is the trail. And I really encourage you, if anyone's ever visiting this place, this is the Himmelsee, that's what it's called. You should check it out, and you should try to do the same. You know, swim all along the dock, which is, you won't miss it. It's somewhere over there. Swim, you know, back and forth on the dock, and immediately get on a bike. Do 9 laps, do 9 fucking laps. Once you've done those 9 laps, I want you to get off your bike and immediately just start running. You have to run twice. You have to run 2 laps. Jesus. That was not a good day. I'll tell you that. Not a good day. But it's nice revisiting now because I'll prove something to myself. Prove something to myself, and that is that you can literally do anything you put your mind to. I was so determined to get 3rd that even though I was 5th, I ended up being 5th place on my last lap. The final lap of running, and I was 5th. I thought I was already fucked, but I kept going. I just kept running for some reason. And I ended up 3rd. Because I pulled a little mind game. I put a little trick with that corny bar I gave to that guy. I slowed his ass down. Slowed the 3rd guy down. I took his place and booked it. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is, when you have a desire that is so absolutely strong, nothing's going to stop you. Nothing. Nothing's going to stop you. But you have to have that desire. If you don't have the desire, what's the point, you know? Then you might as well just roll over and quit. I remember this place being greener. I don't know. It looks kind of dead. Huh. I remember this trail. This is not fun. Remember, I also took some orange juice with me, and I couldn't open it, so I smashed it into the ground right there. Just smashed it completely. It broke open, and I drank the juice. This was when I was running, of course. I wasn't biking here. Yeah. I also remember sitting down there on that bench thinking, what the fuck, dude? And that's when I saw the 5th guy. He was hauling ass towards me. He was coming from over there. So and as soon as he passed me, I just got up and ran. Even though I had like 20 seconds break. So yeah. So the most important thing I learned on this marathon, the most important thing is mindset. It's what you actually put yourself to, what you promise yourself. This whole event changed my mindset like nothing else. Literally nothing else. Not Muay Thai, not training. This right here. Running, biking. The swimming was fucking fun and easy, but that was just cold. The biking and the running, that really flipped the switch. That really showed me that you could really do whatever the fuck you want, man. As long as you have the desire to do it. That's all you need. That is also the reason why that I am training every day. I don't need to stay consistent. I don't need discipline, because I already have it. I built it right here on this course, in this place. I built everything I needed. Everything I needed to stay consistent in the gym. That's all I need. Like, this is it. Because when you're exposed to that level of pain, that level of suffering, and then you continue, you don't give up. I mean, going to the gym's fucking easy, isn't it? Then it seems, oh, well, this is a piece of cake compared to that time. Compared to that time where I had to wake up early and fucking bike for an hour. And by the way, this isn't like, oh, I'm just biking, having a good time. No, this is like hard biking, bro. Like, there's a timer on. I have to go because you have to be the quickest. It's your quickest time that counts. And there are also people behind you. I want to finish third, while the other guys wanted to finish third as well. Well, you know, all the other guys behind me, they wanted to finish third as well. So I was like, you gotta push it, man. You can't just relax. So yeah, I gotta give props to those guys in first and second place though. They really fucking did something. Jesus Christ. But that's not what this is about. This is about having a point in your life, in life in general. Doesn't matter if it's training or anything. A point in your life where you're in such a bad shape, where you're suffering so much, where you just want everything to end. And then you keep going. You keep moving forward. I mean, that's where lives really change, man. That's where it is. It's in the suck. That's really it. It's when you think, you know, I can't do this anymore. I'm tired. I'm fatigued. I didn't have breakfast. But you know what? I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna execute. I'm gonna keep that promise to myself. You know what? I did that. That's why my life has changed. I now no longer need to watch these motivational videos or have motivation to go to the gym or anything. No, I just fucking do it. Because it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing compared to that time. So there it is. That's the secret for you. Push past your limits. Alright, we've made it to the halfway point. As you can see, that's the beginning. That's where we left. And I think this over here, see where it kind of goes up there? That's where I got my advantage. I'll show you the bench where I led the food. But this stretch of road here, imagine being where those two people are, right? Those two guys. And then there is fourth place. Do you see the distance? That's what I had to fucking deal with. Fourth place, all the way over there. I'm fifth, all the way over there. I have no idea how I managed it, really, because it was still running at that point. It's truly amazing what you can do with desire alone. Now we're nearing the end of the long stretch of road. We're around 60-70% done, I would say. And it just keeps going. And over there, this is the point of hope, I like to call it, because this is where you can see the finish. Well, not the finish. Depends on if you're biking or running, right? I mean, if you're running, it's only the finish one time. But if you're biking, I mean, you got to do that fucking 9 times. Anyway, that was the point of hope. You get to see it over there. And I think it was around here where I, ran ahead of the guy in fourth. So now I'm 4th place. He's 5th. He's right behind me though. And I keep running. And right, at this corner, right there. Right there. You know what I see there? Third place is walking. He's walking right over there, thinking he's gonna make it. I start running. He hears me. He starts running too. I start screaming out, wait, I got something for you. Wait, I ain't trying to beat you, man. Wait. He doesn't fucking listen. He keeps running. I kick my ass in high gear, start chasing after him at this point. And he ends up stopping because, he's exhausted too. Everyone's fucking exhausted. But he didn't have that desire, did he? So he stops. I end up coming right up next to him. That's over by it's over here at some point. I'll show you what it is. But I end up coming up next to him. So I got this for you. He denies. I really try to sell it to him. This will give you power, man. This is good for you. You'll beat the race with this. Really sell it to him. And well, he declined, unfortunately. What the fuck is that? I think we're nearing it. Damn. It's been a hot minute since I've been back here, dude. Huh. It's like visiting Omaha Beach. 30 years after World War II. Like, wow. So this is it, huh? Interesting. All right, we're here. We're at the hill. So apparently there wasn't a bench, which kind of sucks. I guess we all three grouped together around here. And then I gave it to I walked with the guy in 3rd. We walked over here. The guy in 4th comes speeding up to us. I say, wait, take this corny bar. He stops, opens the corny bar, walks. And while I notice that those two are distracted because they're best friends, they talk to each other. So those two are distracted. I start running up this hill. I just start running, and they're still there. So all of a sudden, all this dopamine rushing into my brain. I'm all happy, and pain, of course. If I end up running here, I see those two guys talking still. One of them, the guy who was previously in 3rd, he tries to make a run for it, but obviously I'm too fucking fast. He doesn't catch me, and the rest is history. But let me tell you something about this stretch of stuff here. So when you're biking, those 9 rounds, this place, I like to call this place no man's land, because it was really difficult. It was really difficult. Even on the first one, I was thinking, oh God, I have to come back here. It's not gonna be pretty, and it wasn't pretty. It really was not pretty. This stretch was the most difficult. I know it doesn't look like nothing. It really doesn't look like much, but trust me. The part I'm on right now we're almost at the finish line. Actually, it's just this middle stretch of road here, and then it goes downhill, and then we're back to where we want to be. That part right there, do you see it? That part that goes a little up, that's no man's land, because right at that little hill there, you have to go up. And when you biked all these times, you don't want to keep going up, so that's why that's called no man's land. A lot of people get stuck there, so yeah. 10 out of 10 recommend. Look at that. It really looks like nothing, bro. It looks like nothing, but the pain I endured on these little 10 seconds here, unbelievable. Unbelievable. I did not like it. Did not enjoy it. Wasn't fun. But I did it. Look at that thing. I wish I had a video of me actually doing it. The only thing I have is 2 pictures from the day. I really wish I had something else to really kind of show the level of intensity that the whole marathon was. Anyway, it goes down here, so we're nearing the end. During this point, I was so ecstatic because this is my final lap of running, so I'm done after this. And I look, no one's behind me, so I'm thinking, I got this. Finally did it, 3rd place. I distracted the 2 others with some sugar, and now I'm gonna make a 3rd. I fulfilled my promise, and that I did. I really did. I think when we were racing, there was an excavator here. Don't know what it was excavating, but that's just a little fun fact. So I remember these. I think this hill was bigger. I remember this hill being being steeper at least. Anyway, across these metal things. And then right down there was the finish line, which I very happily crossed. And that concludes the first lap. What to do now is do that 9 more times with the bike, twice on foot. Well, you have to run, you can't just do it on foot. Let me show you the swimming. So what we do is we dock here, and then we just walk into the water. walk into the water, start swimming. This is freezing cold, by the way, the water at this point. So, not a fun experience at all. But I had this sweet haircut, so I felt like a Navy SEAL, so I pushed the pain. Damn, this entire thing. And the trainer was just standing up here, just chilling, watching all, like, how many were we, 8 or something? Just suffering in the water. And some of them couldn't swim, so they were stuck way back there. Well, I think I was first, or no, I was like third or second, and then, yeah, so that was fun. Still swimming. You gotta swim fast too, because everything's being timed. You're still swimming. You notice some people falling behind. Oh my god. I think I should return here at some point, just do the whole thing again. I really should. That'd be fun as fuck. Should do it in September. Ooh, September 3rd. 2-year reunion. Anyway, as we made it up here, super happy and pleased with ourselves, we then had to turn around and go all the way back. Which, I mean, it isn't that far, but when you're swimming, really, really cold, it starts to add up, you know? It starts to get really annoying. So that was the story of really the turning point of my mentality. Was getting through this obstacle on third. Now, although it might not mean much to you, oh, he came third, he should have came first or second. Well, you know what? I promised myself third, and I made third. So I'm happy with that. You have to find your own thing that you can be happy with. And you have to promise yourself to not let yourself down. Even though you might seem to be in 5th place on your last lap, you can still make it. You just have to pull something out, pull out a trick. Okay, do what I did. Give him a fucking chocolate bar. He'll slow down. So, yeah, that's just real quick. What turned me into the person I am today is this place right here. That shift in my mentality, it really did something, man. It really did something. So, yeah, go find something that shifts your mentality, and then just do it. I'm signing off now. See you guys next time.